Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the portfolio of the Superinvestors to see exactly what their US holdings look like right now. A quick background: every money manager in the US managing more than $100 million is required to file a 13F form every quarter. This document reveals their current stock holdings. We can track these filings on the SEC website or through aggregators like Dataroma, which collected the data and compiled the statistics we are about to analyze. Just a quick reminder, this is no investment advice. Always do your own research. If you enjoy these updates, please subscribe to the channel for more. So, what did the Superinvestors portfolio look like in Q3 2025? Let's start with the 10 most owned stocks. The names at the top aren't really surprising. The biggest positions are dominated by the Magnificent Seven, stocks like Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta and Amazon. However, the first surprise on the list is Visa. As you know, Visa is a credit card giant with a market cap of around $600 billion. UnitedHealth is another stock I didn't expect to see, given the recent bad news surrounding the company. But it looks like Superinvestors are buying the dip. Perhaps following Warren Buffett's lead, hoping the company will get back on its feet. Now let's look at a very interesting statistic: the biggest bets. These are high conviction plays held by at least two super investors. The most extreme bet here is Carvana. It makes up a massive 80% of the portfolio at CIS Partners, the $2 billion hedge fund managed by Clifford Southern. That is a huge conviction play. Another major bet is Apple, with nearly 60% of the portfolio managed by Du Yongping. He has invested 9 out of his $15 billion into Apple. This is followed closely by Berkshire Hathaway, which of course is also a massive Apple investor. Other notable high concentrated positions include Warrior Met Coal, a producer of steelmaking coal, and Berkshire Hathaway himself, Warren Buffett's holding company. Moving on to the top 10 buys of the last quarter. On top is the payment provider Fiserv Inc. When we look at the chart, this investment is currently deep in the red. The stock crashed 50% last month following bad earnings reports, so investors clearly see value at these low prices. UnitedHealth appears again here. Despite the bad publicity, it was heavily bought in the recent quarter. The list is rounded out by some Magnificent Seven stocks and once again Visa. Finally, let's look at the ground portfolio, which combines all the super investors holding. It is no wonder that the Magnificent Seven here are claiming the top spots again. But what's interesting is the high ownership of Carvana, which aligns with the biggest bets we saw earlier. Credit card companies are also major positions, likely due to their strong economic moats and high margins. Warren Buffett is a fan of the sector, holding a massive position in American Express and smaller stakes in Visa and MasterCard. We also see the asset manager Brookfield Corp near the top of the list. Bill Ackman holds a lot of shares here and evidently sees significant value in the company. I can recommend checking out the rest of the list on your own. It is fascinating to see what the world's best investors are buying and selling in the US. We will definitely be back to check the Q4 filings as soon as they go public. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. You can find all this data on sites like Dataroma.